Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday Funday. Well, Megan, I think scratching your foot.
Sorry, my foot has a really bad time to itch.
It's all good. At least you didn't put it up in the cameras like, oh, well, get that out. As you can see from the title, we went and saw Calvin and Hobbes. I'm gonna probably title it that because fucking I don't care. Yeah, I went and saw Fast and the Furious presents Hobbes and Shaw. Mm-hmm. I have not cared for seeing this just because of the fact that, yeah, I get it. It's a dumb, stupid action movie, but it's gotten to the point where the dumb, stupid action is kind of ridiculous to an extent where I'm like, I don't kind of care anymore. Mm-hmm. Especially after seeing Fate of the Furious and the one before that with creepy Paul Walker. Ugh. I'm going to let Megan lead us off with this because I'm going to be negative.
Access granted. Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
I'm going to be really negative. I'm sorry. So what did you think of Calvin and Hobbes? Which I'm not going to quit calling it that.
Well, for only having seen the first two Fast and Furious movies, having no idea where The Rock and Jason Statham come into all this and what they had to do with the franchise, I thought it was alright.
Megan gives it a hard alright.
I didn't hate it as much as you did.
I have a lot of problems with this film. First off, my original issue was that the Fast and the Furious films always were kind of a car porn movie. I can get behind car porn movies. I actually still have... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of how they started, but then they kind of devolved into, like...
Over-the-top action films.
I was like, dumb action films.
It's become more than dumb. It's just, like, if I use the word overt or over the top a lot, sorry, it's kind of what it is. It's just this, like, look, we're going to make this as big as possible. Like, that's the reason why there is the running joke that the next Fast and the Furious movies are going to go to fucking space. It's not because of the fact that it seems like, oh, that's where we have to take it. It's just because they keep way to up the ante. Real quick to tell you about the story of this movie, because that is actually one of the weak parts of this entire movie. Like, it's got a 5-minute plot that decides to stretch across 2 hours. Shaw. Sorry, I can interchange them because they're fucking stupid names. Calvin.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, Calvin. He ends up having a sister because he has 3 million relatives. Because, he had Dracula as his brother who somehow lived and was just in a coma even though he had a fucking car fall on him. I think a tank too. That was in the 5th one.
Dracula?
Yeah, the guy who was in Dracula Untold. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell's his name?
The bard from The Hobbit and also we'll call him Bastion. Not Sebastian. Yeah. What's his name?
Gaston.
Gaston, that's close.
I was like, Luke Evans?
Yeah, Luke Evans. Yeah, Luke Evans isn't in it, but yeah, supposedly Jason Statham has another sibling, and she's part of MI6.
Of course.
Yeah, because of course they have in their thing. But on top of everything, there you go. Looks like I'd be pulled up already on my phone. But yeah, so she comes across some kind of a super virus thingy because of course there's a super virus because we haven't yet completely jumped the fucking shark. Yeah, because we have to have Idris Elba, who is Superman. I think his name was Brixton
or something.
Brexit. Fuck if I care or no.
Brixton.
Alright, Brexit. There we go. Got it. First try. But yeah, he's somehow Superman. That creates a whole plot of issues.
Black Superman.
Yeah, and I'm going to get into it. I just want to finish the plot. synopsis. I want to talk about Idris Elba so bad, but it's gonna piss me off, and I'm gonna tangent myself. So she steals a virus, has to somehow get it out of her because she puts it in her, but it doesn't immediately go in her because that makes so much fucking sense. And then shenanigans.
It takes like a couple days to really circulate through her system and start to affect her.
Yeah, and somehow you can fly from from Ukraine to Samoa in less than 2 hours. This movie's time really bothered me after a while. I'm like, I know I'm supposed to turn off my brain because while I'm thinking about it, I'm just getting angrier. But I can't, movie. You're just straight up making up time travel. Like, that somehow, like, we are traveling from London to Moscow in 5 seconds. I know they're not that fucking far, but they're just instant travel. It's like, you might as well have Goku using instant transmission. But yeah, that's the movie. And then Samoans. That's all I can tell you. And
I thought that was a nice, if not dopey, little touch.
that was retarded. I am sorry to use the worst way to describe it, but that was so stupid. And not only that, but there's supposedly this issue that Rock has with his brothers, or his brother, because Samoa, there is actually, there's blood brothers and stuff like that. That's the reason why technically Roman Reigns is not The Rock's cousin, but their families are close. They're blood bonded in a fashion. Sounds stupid, y'all, but just think about it this way. It's like pretty much growing up next door to somebody and always being there and always helping each other. That's how Roman Reigns and Rock
he
are
refers to
there.
everybody as brother and Samoan.
Yeah.
Uzo.
Yeah, Uzo. It's brother. Which actually makes the tag team of the Uzo brothers the dumbest name ever. It's brother. It's like, WWE, y'all took all 5 seconds to think that one up, didn't you? Just call them the Uzos. They call them the Uzo brothers a lot of times. In the announcements, I'm like, why are y'all stupid?
Well, Uzo is also a Greek word, as I learned in my Fat Greek Wedding.
Well, those two guys are actually
Samoan.
Samoan, yeah. They were in wrestling.
So yeah, probably not using it in the Greek context.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so sorry, you're gonna hear me pissing and moaning a lot. I have to talk.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah. Alright, to talk about Idris Elba, where I have my problems. Idris Elba is a super charismatic guy. I really love Idris Elba. In fact, that was the only reason I was even going to be willing to watch this. Because The Rock, I am very hit or miss with a lot of his movies. Like, I didn't really care that much for Jumanji. I know a lot of people loved it. I was like, it's okay. There's a lot of stuff I fucking hate, but a lot of stuff I kind of laughed at. With the Fast and the Furious movies, I haven't given 2 fucks about Rock's character. He's just a muscle-bound idiot in the nicest way. He's not compelling. He's not interesting. They tried to give him an arc, and it's non-existent in this movie till the end. It just gets suddenly brought the fuck up. After it's brought up at the beginning a little bit, whenever he's talking to his daughter, it's like, she's like, here's our family tree. What about more, Dad? Don't know.
I was like, yeah, it's a family tree, just 2 of us, yeah.
And it's like, why? Was she born out of a tube? Because she has to have a mom who she...
Yeah, there was a leaf that had a question mark on it. I'm assuming for the mom.
It's probably going to turn out to be something stupid, and she's going to be Charlize Theron's kid from the 8th fucking movie. Because this entire franchise is stupid. Like, I understand people like big dumb action movies. I like the Transformer movies, for crying out loud. But at least I'm like, okay, I understand that this is supposed to not take itself seriously. This started out as a car racing franchise, and somehow we have beaten the shit out of these scripts so much that they are unable to do anything but shoot a gun and go, duh.
Save the world with cars and helicopters and whatever modes of transportation that we can get our hands on and blow up and crash.
But also, at least with the Transformer movies, even though I can't always tell many of the Decepticons apart, that is a problem. I fully admit.
Yeah.
Here, I can't tell what's going on because for some odd reason, we hired the same set of cinematographers who do most CW action shows. And the fact that we have to have the fighting not only really up close, but it has to shake the damn camera like it's a screaming baby. It's like, oh my god, sit still for 5 seconds, y'all. Just show me some decent action. Whenever you have movies like Avengers Endgame that, hey, guess what we didn't need to do the entire time? Shake the goddamn camera. Hell, Batman v Superman, which sucks ass. At least I could tell what was going on, beyond the fact it looked like CGI mess. But here, there's whole fights with Jason Statham and The Rock that are way too close and way too quick cuts. Here's an up-close shot. Here's this. Here, we're going to shake the shit out of the camera for some reason. It's like, God, movie, sit still. It's like a 4-year-old without their Ritalin and you just gave them 18 candy bars. It's like, why are you so off the wall in terms of showing us action? Hell, I will fully admit, I actually like Die Hard 4. It's dumb. It's a really dumb action movie. Bruce Willis kills a aircraft with a fucking diesel. How stupid can you get? But you know what I could do? I could make out what was happening in the movie. A lot of it was stupid, but I could make it out. Here you have not only a not interesting bad guy, because Idris Elba is literally just a henchman. Because he learned as a shadowy organization. And it's not
Yeah, he's not the wizard. He's not the man behind the curtain. He's the wizard. Which I know they're one and the same in the movie, but...
Hell, he's not even the wizard. He's just a... This is going to sound mean. He's a flying monkey. He is just the henchman that just sick on him. I am sorry, that sounds really racist. Somebody's going to take that out of context. But no. And that's a problem because he just...
And speaking of the big bad, sequel bait.
Yeah, they pretty much like, since that didn't work, we're going to do something else.
Or like, I'll be back.
Yeah, I expect next time, Gadget. Next time.
Exactly.
Hey. It's like one of those, like, I don't fucking care. I really don't. Like, that's the problem. This movie wants to build up a mythos, I guess, behind this shadow organization, because Brexit was actually hurt by Calvin at one point, because, he's the one who cured me. Yeah, because you were joining up with what are eco-terrorists. And Calvin's like, I don't want to do that, man. You keep doing you. I'm going to kill you. I kill you first. That's the whole, like, problems they have with each other, and it's kind of moronic, to put it lightly. And somehow, nobody thinks to shoot him in the head, too. I'm like, okay.
Well, apparently, Shaw tried that, and they put him back together again and made him part cyborg.
And somehow, like, all they do is they, like, poke him in the spine. Because he now has, like, this metal spine. And somehow that makes him bulletproof. It's like, fuck is going on?
Also anticipating attacks with his eyes. Like,
and it's with a computer, I'm guessing it's in his brain. And it's like, it's when I was sitting there watching it, I'm like, this movie's really stupid. Like, this is just, like, banal levels of idiocy. I don't think I said that
This
since...
shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
I'm just gonna go hang myself, y'all.
You love me.
Oh, God. Damn it. But yeah. Idris Elba is not an interesting bad guy in this, because instead of
They
allowing
don't
him...
really give him much to do.
Yeah, and that's a problem. They don't allow him to be able to mug a ton if they're going to allow him to be over the top. Instead, he's just kind of there throughout many scenes. He is a henchman. He's not really the driving force of anything.
I mean, he's a little bit of a badass. He gets, like, a building knocked on and he's like... He's kind of standing there like, well, damn it. That didn't go my way.
Many people get shit dropped on them. Like, somehow they fall out off of, like, a 50-foot cliff and are barely scratched up. And they're like, okay. It's like, just wipe the dust off. It's like, no. Dear God, movie. It's like, I get it. These people are superheroes in all essence, and they just don't get injured. Can we be bothered to at least show them limping a little? their shirts are torn, or like they can't use a left arm or something like that. Like that would have actually been something about the final fight that they have to have between Calvin and Hobbes and Brexit. If they would have just had it to where like, oh, like let's say Calvin's left arm doesn't work, but Hobbes's right arm doesn't work. You know, have them working pretty much using, or pretty much I'm going to use this and you're going to do a left. It's stupid, but to be fair, what were we given here? Just a complete...
Pretty much like doing it in Pacific Rim, working those...
Jaegers. Yeah.
Whereas like one side controls one side, or one person controls one side,
Yeah.
the other person controls the other side.
Yeah, that would have, one, given a little bit of urgency to the actual fighting. It would have made it seem like, oh, okay, there's actually a danger that these people might lose. Second of all, it would have at least made the fight scenes not seem like the same damn thing. Because, oh, what's this fight scene? Oh, Calvin and Hobbes fight, punching people and shooting guns? Cool. I got so bored of this so quickly. And it just doesn't help that the movie has such a paper-thin plot and also really, really bad acting. Like, I get Jason Statham's not a really great actor, but there are sometimes he can put forth some really emotional performances. Watch Safe. It has a lot of action, but there's a lot of stuff he has to convey at the beginning with his face and has to do trauma-wise. Hell, even Wildcard, which I don't think is that great of a movie, he still does a good dramatic performance. Here he's told to punch and have the same I just shit my pants look. And Hobbes is just completely worthless. He's just a meathead. And it's just The Rock being The Rock, and it's not interesting. By like 15 minutes in, it's like, I don't care. I really just don't give a shit. And they try to throw it off with, hey, they're bantering. It's like, but isn't this the same guy who tried to kill The Rock, somehow dropped a building on him and couldn't kill him, and all this other dumb crap, but wait, what is happening? And I know supposedly they patched things up in the last movie after The Rock punched a torpedo. I don't fucking care, y'all. I just don't. And that's the kind of running theme throughout this movie. Nobody cares. Like, it feels like it was put together with 5 minutes of a script. It's like, I don't hear, we'll just ad-lib the rest of this shit. The cinematography shows that they don't give a shit about what they're doing. The CGI is really bad in a lot of parts. Like, there's whole points where it's like, okay, y'all could do that with a real effect without having to resort to CGI. And instead, CGI car explosions. Like, really? We can't blow up a car?
Yeah.
Seriously, we can't just blow up a car anymore, huh? Oh, God. Oh, this movie sucks so bad. It's just, oh.
So this movie's totally going to be on his best of list this year.
Ugh. I thought I was done with this shitty of films. Like, I get it, y'all. These movies are popular. Release them in fucking China. Don't release them in the U.S. We don't need to see this shit. And people, please stay away from these movies. I mean, this isn't like, oh, I'm going to go see Transformers. It seems kind of dumb.
I think that we had Transformer effect once or twice.
What?
You're in a couple of the, like, one or two of the action sequences.
Uh-huh.
We had, like, Transformer effect. Like, during the one chase scene at the beginning, where they go underneath the 18-wheeler.
That wasn't at the beginning. That was in the middle of the movie.
Whatever.
That's how long these action
end.
sequences also happened.
It wasn't the end, that's all I know.
Oh, where Idris Elba has a motorcycle that somehow is able to...
like, kind of...
transform. Also, a bit of a plot hole, and I'm going to admit I'm nitpicking here, but it still annoys me. Why is Idris Elba the only superhero they have? Like, they make a big deal. Once we complete this mission, you shall all be superheroes. Why not make all your henchmen superheroes? Making one guy your super duper power dude is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about that myself. Like, okay, aren't these other guys, like, don't they have his same, like, upgrades and stuff? Because apparently they get slight upgrades at the end. It's like, okay, time to earn those upgrades you just got. As they go into this big fight scene.
No. He didn't even say that. He just said, after this, you'll earn your upgrades. That's all he says. They don't have anything.
Yeah.
All they are is simply meat shields. And then also, they don't have any... These are just henchmen. It's like, okay, who are these guys? Why even bring these guys in whenever you could just have one super ninja? And, God, it's so lame. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to pick apart the movie. Not more than I already am. I'm not trying to sit there and like, oh, well, this plot doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it's one of those that I understand it's trying to be stupid, but at the same time, it's like, don't be just straight up ignorant. You can't sit there and like, oh, I'm going to beat you in the head with my own stupidity. Oh, yeah. Oh. I mean, did you even like any of the action in this film?
Yeah, I like some of it.
Despite the fact I couldn't tell what was going on, I was like, shit, people are punching, that's all I know. Can't even tell who it is. Could be Roger Rabbit.
All I know is Rock was being badass and my ovaries were cheering.
I wish he was being badass. Instead, he was like, I think that's The Rock. It might be his stunt double. It might be Roman Reigns. It might be Ted DiBiase, for all I know. And I think he's dead now. So, fuck this movie. Fuck it in the ass. Ugh. Anything else you want to say about Calvin and Hobbes?
No. Like I said, I don't hate it as much as you do.
I need my movies.
And it's from someone who hasn't seen all the Fast and Furious movies. I've only seen the first two. Although, really, from a scenes of it, they didn't even really have to set this in the Fast and Furious universe. It's like, just make it an action movie, you know, where these two characters just happen to have a history.
Well, why do that whenever they spent the entire seventh movie supposedly setting up Jason Statham's want of revenge? Yeah, so in the sixth one, Jason Statham kills Han because everybody's like, justice for Han! Fuck Han! Han was a worthless character from the third movie who got killed. Yes, thank God, because he kind of was annoying. It's like, I just wish we would kill Paul Walker. Oh, wait, no, we can't kill his ass because he's already dead. He already decided to drive into a tree. Sorry, Paul Walker sucked. Y'all want to make a big deal of Paul Walker. He was a worthless character and also made no sense in the grand scheme of a lot of things. But we can't kill Vin Diesel because Vin Diesel needs a way to make money. Even though, really, it would be nice just to finally kill his character off. But no. So Calvin actually was trying to kill them because they killed his brother, who actually wasn't dead, which is Luke Evans. That's the big thing. That is 3 movies that we had to do all this, even though it could have taken 1. It's like they wanted to make this an Avengers Endgame level of movie over-explaining things, but it's like, y'all not. It's a simple revenge plot.
So basically turning the franchise into an action-packed soap opera.
Yep. Not even a good soap opera. A good soap opera will at least kill some characters. This soap opera, I'm pretty sure Han's going to come back as a robot zombie in the next movie. I am the evil guy who's in control of everything. He's going to turn out to be the director.
Idris Elba's boss.
Yeah, and it's going to be like, oh my god, this is stupid.
How do you think it's like they were going to reveal who the guy behind the voice was? Like, okay, I see they're going to turn out to be Ryan Reynolds, Kevin Hart, or going to bring back Vin Diesel and he's behind it all for some reason.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Kevin Hart and Ryan Reynolds are in it. Oh my god, how did you take 2 guys who can actually be funny and just decide to kill any humor they can do? Holy shit, guys.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is completely wasted. He's in like 2, maybe 3 scenes.
And they
or maybe 4, I think, altogether. But it's like he's only in a few like little scenes, like just for a little bit. He's just totally wasted. He's not really given much to do. And on top of that, Kevin Hart is just there's no really point to him.
That's the best thing I could say about this movie. I have not been this pissed off at an action movie in a while.
Since you were all pissed off, you've never been in?
Almost. Oh, this is just one of the biggest pieces of shit I've seen in a while. Like, I wasn't expecting this to be good, but dear God, did it just... Here, hey, did you like anything? You sure about that? I'm going to keep breaking your legs if you did. So, what do you give this piece of shit for a score?
You may think I'm being generous.
I know you're going to be generous.
If it's above 1. But, I'm going to give this a 6.
The action is incoherent. The plot is paper thin. The acting is really, really bad throughout most of this. The fucking characters are really worthless throughout a lot of this. And on top of everything, it's way too fucking long for what it needs to do. Like, you could have cut out 100% of this movie and you would not miss anything. I think that's actually the worst part about this.
Yeah, because they didn't even need to be in Moscow that long, or at least if they're gonna, like, if the Moscow scene is gonna be so long, like, you know, just don't have them linger in London for so long. Have them go straight to Moscow. You know, shit happens, and then go to Samoa, and then finish out the rest of the movie. I'm in agreement. This really did not need to be, like, what, 2 hours?
This is 2 hours and 17 minutes. But like I was kind of saying, this movie doesn't need to exist. Like, that is the worst part. Like, it's not a good action movie. It's not a fun, dumb movie. It's just a bad movie. And that's probably the worst thing. Like, if you can manage to make shooting boring, you are accomplishing something terrible. John Wick 3 was the only other film I can think of that did that.
Of course, you just like the...
Yeah, somehow The Rock was able to pull down a helicopter.
Trying to hang on to the helicopter, the chain on the helicopter.
It's like, no, his shoulder's just torn out of its socket and his arm's probably ripped off. Sorry.
I said, the look on his face looked like he's taking a mean shit.
It's Henry Cavill's Superman face. Yeah. But yeah, this movie, it doesn't need to be. Like, that's the worst thing. Is like, this does not do anything. It wastes a lot of time. Like, when I'm saying you could cut out 100% of this movie, like, that is probably one of the biggest hits I could say about this, including trying to talk about the fact that it connects to the Fast and the Furious franchise. It doesn't amount to anything. Like, at least with the Marvel Cinematic movies, at least, like, oh, okay, well, you know, even though they may not always be the best, they feel like they try to add something to this bigger universe. This doesn't add shit. This is like Curse of La 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 all over again. Oh, we're an extension of the Annabelle universe. Fuck you, movie. Fuck you and your mother.
Yeah, there's no reason to need to be part of the Annabelle universe.
No reason this needs to be. Like, this is simply just a way Jason Statham and The Rock are getting paid. Hell, I want to still know where the $200 million got spent on this movie. Like, I don't see it. It looks bad. Like, it just looks so piss poor cheap. Like, that's the worst part. This could have been a direct-to-DVD movie and nobody would have noticed the difference. So...
I didn't think it was that bad, but then again, I was, like, distracted by The Rock.
He's not worth it. He's barely in the movie to
My over
give
just
it.
doing cartwheels.
Again, he's just not an interesting character. That's the worst part. Like, okay, well, I don't give a fuck about him, so why do I care about his fight scenes? Oh, he's in love with Jason Statham's sister for reasons that don't make any sense. And they have zero chemistry.
Well, they have a little bit of chemistry, I think, but they automatically jump to, oh, hey, you know, stay away from my sister. And The Rock being all like, oh, well, if she wants to climb the mountain as me, I'm gonna let her climb it all over, you know, over and over again.
And there's also Rock's daughter has to make a big deal about the fact, like, oh, is she pretty? And are you lying? what the fuck is this movie? Can we not just allow something to either be natural or not? Especially when two characters, again, just don't share chemistry. It's the same with, I can't remember what's her name, but from Ryan Reynolds and his female lead that was co-starring against him in Green Lantern. They just don't have chemistry. They feel like brother and sister. It kind of gets a little creepy at points. It's like, oh, you kissed your sister. Ugh. This movie sucks. It's a one. It's just, if you go see it, just, I don't know, beating yourself in the head with a hammer a few million times, you might get to about the level stupid to be able to even try and actually fully enjoy this thing. Because otherwise you're going to be like, this is kind of bad and this is not interesting. And that's just, by the end of it, that's what it is. It's just not interesting or not good movie. So.
Yeah, I say wait on it.
Don't just wait on it. Just don't watch it. let this franchise die. Like, that's... It feels mean, but it's similar to like what I was wanting to have happen with the DCEU, and thankfully it seems to sort of be happening. Even though I really liked Aquaman, I liked Shazam, and I liked Wonder Woman, is that you can't...
Anything that came before it, though, was really just shit.
Bad, yeah. It was just really bad. To the point to where it's like, it's not that I want this to not succeed, so that way Marvel's reigning supreme, so that way we can sell studios. We don't want this.
Yeah,
try.
Pretty much, like, just go back to the drawing board, DC.
And that's what they need to do with the Fast and the Furious franchise. Like, if they just really want to make this a big, stupid action franchise, just have them time travel and kill Dominic Toretto and Paul Walker. Please kill Paul Walker with a tree. That'd be so karmically hilarious to me. And just do something like that. And just reset everything, because it's not interesting, y'all. It's not good. That's the biggest thing. And
you are all kinds of wrong.
I can't help it. Everybody's like, he's such a great actor. He was a piss poor actor, y'all. Sorry.
If there is a hell, you know you're going there.
So I'll probably get to watch none but Paul Walker movies too. At least I get to hang out with him. Hey, what up, dude?
I was say you've already got a seat reserved.
Yeah, me and Paul Walker are gonna be right next to each other. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that's Fate of the Morons, Part 16, Calvin and Hobbes edition. Don't watch this, y'all. Like, I know this movie really didn't make that much money in terms of, like, here, like, it actually had a pretty decent drop-off. But if whenever they make the next one, please, y'all, just stop watching them. Stop it.
I think what Charlie's trying to say is stop giving them money.
Pirate it. Pirate the hell out of this. Make them lose money. That would be even better. I would love that. Oh, God, this sucked so bad. It sucked.
It's okay. It's over now. Bad people can't hurt you.
Yeah, it was 2 hours of hurting me. Oh, but yeah, we'll be back next week with scary stories to tell in the dark, which hopefully it can get over its PG-13 rating, because I know some horror movies can't get over it. Just, please do that. Please give me a good one again. I have not had really good luck lately. So until then, y'all, see you later. So bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.